Hello, it's May 8th. We're going to do a Stake Lake update. We parked down there and we're going to go off piste right away from where the washrooms are on one of the snowshoe trails. Let's roll. It's about 7 Celsius. Been a little while since we've been up here. May 8th, that makes it, I think it's Thursday. Day after Cat Day. He's sleeping, so I'm going to go for a little hike, get a bit of a hike on. Stake Lake's always a nice place to go. What kind of animals are we going to see today? Looked like a lot of people out there fishing. They all like to park right by the launch there. They don't want to walk too far, right? Even though there's a giant parking lot that could fit hundreds of cars. And a couple guys on mountain bikes just left just before me. Older guys. Good for them. And yeah, great mountain bike trails. I was going to stop at McConnell, but looked like quite a few sketchy looking vehicles parked in there. Be careful where you park when you're in these areas because, you know, I've seen windows broken out of cars before, so don't want to jinx it. I don't need that today. Yeah, we're in the woods. We're climbing right now. It was about, what did I say, about 15 degrees Celsius when I left Dufferin area of Kamloops, exit 366 area. So about 8 degrees Celsius cooler. The grass is starting to sprout up a little bit here. Ooh, look over here, you guys. Look at a bonfire waiting to happen. Off piste. Look at somebody already did one. But wouldn't this, look at this, is just set to go. I wonder who set this one up. I shouldn't be divulging this. What a great place to come. If you're on the sauce. Well, maybe not on the sauce. You don't burn the forest down if you're going to do something like that. Because I don't think you're supposed to build forests. You're supposed to build fires in here right now. But it looks like there's probably some of them get left for winter. I see there's another one over there too. Oh. And I should check the time here too. I think it's probably about 12:30. I'll double check here. I'll let you know. Hey, see that one over there? Okay, let's just turn it off for a few minutes here. Yeah, it's about 12:30. Wow, look at this tree we'd come across here right away almost. Look at the size of this tree. Can you see this, how big it is? Look at the little snowshoe sign on there. Look at the size of this tree. It's massive. See how big this is? I don't even know if it's hard to get the scope of something like this, right? Tell you, like, it's just massive. Look at this. Just massive. Wow. That's one of those, you know, 500-600-year-old ones again. Wow. Anyway, let's roll. Huh. Stake Lake never disappoints. It's a fairly rugged little trail. Here's another big one. Look at that. This one's got some lots and lots of sap. See, there's my hand. Look how big that tree is. Is that sticky? Oh yeah. Wow. That's a big tree. Maybe slightly smaller than the other one, but not by much. They grew up They grew up together. Wow. Wow. I don't know how tall those things would be, but they're tall and thick. Oh, my fingers are sticky. And there's some other good mid-sized ones in here too. Some of those ones down there are awfully big too. Oh, we got a fresh one down here. And got to watch for these ones hanging up there. Look at that one. Not a speck of wind in here. Quite a few big trees in here. These ones are all really big. What should we talk about today? Did you guys see that snake in my video yesterday? Oh, that was quite the thing, the snake. I bet it's too cold out here for snakes yet. It was 20 in the shade yesterday, and that snake was out sunning himself in the sun, so he had lots of zip when he wanted to zoom. Lots of hiss. I just want to see an animal. Moose, bear, something like that would be nice. Now, Christmas trees. Hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. Ooh, those are prickly. Prickly, prickly. Wow. There's a little chipmunk down here. Can you see him? Oh, he's gone. I was going to big head mode him. He's in here. Yeah, he's running around in there. He goes, "What are you doing in my forest, bro?" Hmm? Down by that Christmas tree. Oh no, he's down over there. I try and no way I'll be able to pick him up. I don't have any idea where this trail comes out. I can't remember. So most of these off-piste snowshoe trails and stuff, they pop out onto one of the big road type trails somewhere along the way. Oh, we're coming up on out onto some trail here. No, this isn't a main trail yet. I think we're going to continue this way. Says you can go that way. The ski trail, that little blue sign. It says skiing. That's a cute little sign, isn't it? And this one says snowshoe. So we're going to keep left on the snowshoe one. Stick with the theme. You ever have one of those days when you're really tired? Oh, that's one of the days. Maybe it's because I got my new roommate settled in here. The cat. That's who it is, but it's nice to be out here. Just cold enough where it feels cold on the hands. Let me check back with you. All we got is a bunch of trees in here. You guys have seen a tree before, haven't you? Okay. Look at that one, snapped right off. Fell right across the trail here. It's a big tree. Well, we've come across a little sign here. We got a fork in the road. As you can see, this sign says 500 meters to parking lot, so that must be how far we've walked from that direction. And I would assume this trail this way is going to take us towards the lake. Here's the trail map. Snowshoe trails are the red ones, I guess. But we're going to go left. We came from there, we're going down here. I can see a marsh through the woods there. I think I know where we are. Well, that sign says we popped out onto Little Joe. And we just came from the snowshoe trail. And this says marsh. Should we go down to the marsh? Check it out? Why not? Let's go check it out. Marsh. Well, there we go. We're down by, getting close. We're down by the marsh. Wow. I must say, I don't think I've ever been down here. That marsh hasn't greened up at all yet. You would expect there to be moose and stuff down here. All sorts of stuff. Wow, this is rugged. It's hard to walk in. A little bit of ice and snow in here still. Huh. Seems to be a trail, but definitely not one I've gone on before. Wow, look at that. It smells nice in here. Okay, looks like we're going to head back into the forest here a little bit. There we go. It says it's a trail. I believe him. Trail. It's a little damp in here. Hence the marsh, I guess. And the water, you can see the water's actually flowing a little bit there. Filling up the marsh. This is one rugged trail. What's that? You see that? That's a little doggy. We'll leave him here. See you later, doggy. Are you lost, little doggy? Look at that. It looks like they're building a fence. A log fell just perfectly. Wow, this is cool in here. Yeah, you can see some open water out there. That's a big marsh. It's a really big marsh. Wow. I think way, way, way in the distance, that could be Lac Lejeune Road. Wow. Looks to be we're still on a trail. Sometimes the flagging has something to do with the trails too, right? See here? trail. Huh. Or you could just look for the obvious signs of a trail. The fact that there's a path cut through here, or trail, some people would call it. No joke, that's weird. Look, there's another stuffy here. This one looks like it's been mauled by something. I don't like that. Look at that. See you later, doggy. You're different than the other one. And there's our marshes over there. And we're going this way. Follow the doggies. Follow the dog pelts. Oh wow, this is quite the trail. It looks like there was other trails at one time. Those are probably animals and then the trees fall. This one looks like it's kept open, right? Look at that little animal tree. Little holes in there. Wow, this is cool. I think this is that big marsh you can see from Lac Lejeune Road when you're driving in that I'm skirting the other side of, right? Oh, that's cool. Wow, that's nice. A little bit of snow. See the snow? And the marsh? The marsh and the snow. And me on big head mode. Look at, I'm wearing my green shirt today. Wow. I bought that shirt when I went to Thailand. I wore that shirt on my way to the airport to Thailand 3 months ago. I haven't worn it much since then. Just right for the temperature today. Snowshoe trail. Wow, look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow. See a duck or something floating out there. Lots of water on this end. This might be a different marsh. It's a different part of it anyway. It seems to be separated from the other one. Cool. Let's go take a closer look here. It's about as close as we've come to the water so far. Wow. If a guy, wouldn't that be fun to pack your paddleboard in here? Go for a little squirt. Not a very big pond. I wonder how close we can get. Oh, that's... I used to survey a little bit when I was a kid. This is that stuff that starts to float, I think. I don't want to walk out in that. I'll get wet feet for sure. Isn't that nice? Anybody see any moose? Not me. And you may ask, what are you doing out here by yourself, Barry? Aren't you afraid? No. I'm more afraid walking in town than I am out in the woods. Animals don't want to kill me. Unless they're real hungry. I hope they're not that hungry. Big head mode. Let's have a little drink from my recycled water bottle. that's good. Oh, cool. It's a nice little trail. Here's some birdies. Hi, birdies. Wow, I bet you that gets nice when after it's all green. Oh, look at this. We're coming up next to a trail. We're right next to a big trail here. Look out there. It's a great big trail. Right there. Wow. We should be popping out right onto it here in a second, I bet you. Wow, this is very cool. Well, it looks good, like we could pop out here, but I don't think we have to. I'll just show this to you. See, look at here. We're out on a main trail of some kind. I have to remember which one this is. Because a guy could do a little shortcutty thing, but otherwise, let's head back in. See the marsh? There's a lot of green up on that hill up there. Must be logged out. When you're walking in the dense undergrowth like this, it's easy to get a bit disoriented. See, there's a bit more of that trail you can see a little further down from here. But we're going to stay on this backwoodsy one. But that'd be a way to get out of here if you felt, you know, you go out in that trail, you'd run into a trail marker or something pretty quickly. Isn't that cool? Wow. This has turned out to be a real adventure today. We're still following the trail markers. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is so neat. Well, this looks like it could be a little bit wet in here, so we've got to watch our step. Probably wetter at other times of year. See, just starting the little tiny bits of green grass popping up. But see, look at, there's wet spots. Watch for moose, man. Watch for moose in here. Don't get your feet soaked. I'm not in the mood to have wet feet right now. Where'd the trail go? Looks like it goes this way, doesn't it? See, some kind of animal made that dung. Does it look like the trail's going this way? Yeah, this is where you can get yourself into trouble. I'll just keep following this. This looks like it's the most trodden down. Wow, we were way over there. But this definitely looks trail, doesn't it? Or at least a trail. Sometimes there's more than one. I haven't seen one of those ribbons for a little while, but look at everything's been chopped out. And it looks like we're coming out onto another main trail up here. Wow, this has been cool. Yeah, it still says marsh. That sign says marsh on it. And that's what it said when we started too. And we're heading this way. Runner's Soul, that's where I got my Lone Peak 9s that I'm wearing. That's what the sign said. Wow, look at here. Hoss. We came out onto Hoss. And look at this trail. Hoss looks really nice. But you know what? This marsh trail just keeps going. Let's keep following it. Let's keep following this. Wow. I never expected this kind of adventure today. And look at all that wood. You ever seen wood before? Okay, I'm gonna just turn it off for a minute. I can't film every second of this, can I? I'd like to, but no. Well, it looks like we've come across our first real obstacle. And it's a fairly big one. But we should be able to get around this. It looks like people have been climbing over it. And there's water in here. Which do you think would be the easiest way? Well, if there's too many of these, we're not going to go too much further, but I'm going to turn the camera off for a second and we're going to get over top of this, okay? Well, I determined the easiest way was to flip over that bit there and go over through here. You can actually step over these two, climb your butt over that one without getting a sharp stick up the hole, right? We're continuing. We're still on the marsh trail. We are the most very adventurous person today. Trail. Wow. Oh boy, more dampness. Uh-oh. No, I don't know about this. I wonder how much more of this wet there is. Can we get through that without getting soaked? I don't know. Oh, I don't know about this. Hold on a sec. This might be one of the stupider things I've ever done. So far I haven't been soaked walking on the high spots, but I'm really pushing my luck here. But I can see it looks like dry trail ahead. Can we make it? Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe this way. The trail's over there. Can we make it over there? Oh man. Oh man. The trail's over there. We're going the wrong way. Oh, you can hear it go glunk, glunk. We're almost out. Hold on. Well, we poked our way through there. The orange thing's coming up on my screen again. About my mic, I probably got to reformat it. But the trail's dry this way. Hopefully that's the last of it. And we have no idea where we are. Wow. I bet you there haven't been too many people through here this year. Oh, wow. Okay. Turn it off, Barry. For now. Well, we successfully formatted our transmitter. So that means we'll have sound of sorts. Man, has this been an adventure? Well, hopefully this comes out in a main trail that doesn't take 5 to 10 hours to walk back, but so I really don't want to backtrack. But it's definitely not marshy. Well, not as marshy in here, is it? And we're not having to crawl over logs. So far, so good. But no shortage of logs in here, is there? Wow, this is cool. Wow. It's really beautiful in here with a little bit of light filtering through the trees. Look at this foliage. It's really green. Wow. Hello, sun. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say it's all right. Do 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 do. Huh? He's getting his happy on. Get out in nature, my friends. It'll fix you right up. A little bit more marsh in here. I hope we just keep skirting the edge of it. Ooh, what kind of dung is that, I wonder? It's white on that wolf? I don't know. If it's a wolf, I hope he's not hungry. I got no food anyway, except me. Wow, it is really picturesque in here. Seems like up there might be something, a trail. Maybe we're working our way up to a trail here. A little bit muddy in spots here. You still gotta watch your step. Ooh, that's spongy. Spider webs, we're cutting spider web. Wow, this is exciting. Where are we gonna come out? Hey? Wow, look at the marsh. Oh, my buddy Bill would love this trail. Oh, most people would. Oh, we gotta climb. We're heading up. Goodbye, marshland. Again, we're heading on up. Heading on up. See you at the top. Success, we just climbed that hill. And look, we come out on Ponderosa Marsh Trail. And there's a sign here and a massive big intersection. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3 different ways to go. Ponderosa down that way, and Sidewinder up this way, and it says to parking area that way. I wonder if that's still Sidewinder. Let's find out. Huh. Look at somebody made a snake out of that bike tire. I used to run that type of tread. I can't remember what those were called. That's cool. Beetle chase. Healing forest. Dead trees make good lumber. Woodpecker feast. 2004 attack. Overlander Ski Club. Let's take a look at this. Oh my, this trail keeps going. Marsh keeps going that way. Let's take a look at this. Sidewinder. I'm going to get my bearings here. I got to put my glasses on. Maybe we'll continue on this marsh. I don't know. Let me assess, because we can go to the parking area. Hold on. Yeah, it's me. It's really me. Well, you know what? I think we can make our way back to the lake if we stay on this marsh trail. You definitely don't want to take Sidewinder. That puts you way, way off in the middle of nowhere. Closer to McConnell Lake, you really get disoriented here. But we could either take Ponderosa back by the looks of it and end up in here, or we can continue on C, which is marsh. I think we're going to continue. Let's roll. Let's roll. Say goodbye to the snake. The trail looks like it goes that way. Even doesn't, oh, it doesn't look like we're going the right way. It says parking area is that way, but that makes sense because that's Ponderosa. So I think we're going to go this way. We're going to go for it. Let's do it. This trail's a little more faint in spots. I hope we're going the right way. Seems strange that we'd be climbing up a mountain, and that's what we're doing. And see, here's another fork here also. Oh boy, I guys got to be careful in here. If I get a little too messed up here, I'm just turning around because there's a trail going that way and a trail going this way. And one going this way. Yellow marker that way. What's this one? Also a marker this way. Oh my. This one doesn't have any of those trail markers on it, but it looks like the most well-traveled trail. Hold on a second here. We can't afford to mess up at this point. Well, I followed the other one, and I doubled back on it. Now I'm following the one that has the markers on it, even though it seems like it's going the wrong way. But we'll give it a little bit of a chance and see what happens here. It's a beautiful trail. See, it definitely has the markers on it. The other one, I didn't see any markers at all. It just seems like we're going the wrong way. I should have had a compass or something, right? Well, it might be turning back the proper direction here. Let's be optimistic for a little bit. We can always turn around. Oh, there's a sign up here. There's a sign. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Yeah, I think we're going the wrong way. Oh, maybe not. Let's find out. It's funny, I had no idea these trails were like this. Wow, look at this. So there's the intersection here. This one says snowshoe trail on it. Just keeps climbing. There's snow in here. And this sign, what's it going to tell us? It smells just like a ski hill in here. You know, up at Sun Peaks. Parking lot 1.4 Marsh. So where are we here? Let me take a look at this thing. Hold on. Yeah, I think we took a wrong turn. We ended up on the Basalt Bluffs trail. I wondered why we were climbing. I know where Basalt Bluffs is, just I know what that is, but I think we're going to go back and take that last intersection. I felt like we were going the wrong direction, and I don't think we can get too messed up there. It looks like we might cross another trail or two. A couple other big trails on the way back, so it should be really easy to tell if we're going the right way. Let's turn around. Let's go back this way. Easy to get messed up there. Now let's roll. Oh, it smells so good in here. Oh, reminds me of Sun Peaks, right? Wow. Well, wish me luck. I'm using all my brain power. There's quite a few intersections in here. More than I thought there would be. And this trail doesn't seem to have any markers on it. I'll walk it for a little ways and see if we come out to anything. If we don't, oh wow, there's a little bridge in here. We'll go back to the last intersection. But this is cool. Look at this. Look at this. There's a little creek in here. That must feed that whole marsh. I wouldn't advise doing what I'm doing unless you're confident. And I don't know how confident I am right now. Look at here, this does not look promising. Well, we definitely can't go that way. Let's follow this one. There's a lot of snowshoe trails in here. And this thing is not well marked. I'll give it a little bit more time. Oh my gosh. I'm going to turn this off for a minute. Look at this. Marsh, trees down. We just came from that way. There's a trail going this direction. And there's a trail going this way with a bridge. I'm going to turn back. I can't risk it. I'll just take a quick glance over here. No, not today. Don't have enough time and I'm by myself. Use your brain. Let's go back. That sign is telling marsh is one direction or the other, or back the way we came. It could be that way, or that way, both. You know, sometimes you get two. But we're just going to go back this way for now. You get a couple more intersections like that, and you might be in trouble. Let's just go back. We'll take a civilized route back. Look at all this lumber here. Cool. I took another little offshoot. There's lots of little offshoots, right? I think we were going the right way, sort of. But I think we're just going to go back this way and maybe we'll catch it from the other end and take a look. See, we're back to where we started, right? Trail comes out there. There's a trail comes out right here. They all kind of come to the same spot, right? But we're just going to we'll take our Ponderosa this way. I think that's the right way. Let's just take a double check at this sign. This is where we came out of. Yeah, so we're going to go. It says to parking area this way. So let's just see. I just want to see where that trail comes out. We'll walk this way. I'm sure it loops around and comes out somewhere here, but it's nice just to get out of there and relax for a little bit. Let's just cruise. This is nice. Hey, that was quite the adventure. Marsh Trail, there's lots of those trails. I can't wait to try some more of them. See, here's that same creek we crossed on that trail. We're gonna have to get our feet wet here. Cool. But even these big wide trails are nice, right? Especially on a bike, you can have a little conversation, relax. I gotta get the old e-bike out here. Be cool. Even though we're on the main road, as you can see, it can be a little confusing. But I'm glad we went back to the main road because we've been walking for quite a long time here. Let me take a look at this map. We're still on Ponderosa, which is good. Let me take a look here. Well, we're going to stay on Ponderosa. We came from back there. That's quite a major intersection. There's another one up there too. More marshes. I think we were on the right track going the other way. It's just, it might have taken a while, right? And This way to parking lot. Let's check the sign out. Oh yeah, Haas. Yeah, we're doing it right. Boss Haas Hog. You are here. Oh yeah, we're rocking it, man. We started way over here, but we've gone all the way through here. Over here. But it looks like we're almost at the lake. Yahoo! That's fun. Civilization. Ponderosa cartwheel. Flintstone benches. That's where doggies take a slurp. And guess what? We're just going to go back this way today. We're just going to go back this way. And I don't know how much more filming I'm going to do. Oh, there's a guy out there fishing. Yeah, let's go this way. I'll probably see you back at the car unless I see something interesting. See you in a bit. Remember this place? We just came from there. We're heading here. We've been almost 2 hours on the trail. Oh, doesn't that look inviting? Oh, let's roll. I think we'll pass. I didn't need it anyway. I just thought it might be interesting to see if it's improved. This is fun. Lots of people in their fishing boats sitting there. Just sitting. Why? Why just sit like that? Look at there. We just came from up there. Look how close the fishermen got to park. There's a huge parking lot over here that's got room for even boat trailers, believe it or not. We'll just sneak through the back of the building here. Little off-piste. Sneak, sneak. There's the car. That was decent. We started by going directly across from this light pole, straight up the hill there towards that broken tree. 2 hours ago. See you in the next one, my friends. See you in the next one.